So we've all seen this, a tap and a die. Quite most handy in a lot of workshops, in fabrication, mechanical, farming, anything that needs to be done, you'll find these in most workshops. All well and good having a tap and die set in the workshop, but a couple of times over you'll find that sometimes there's dramas happening and something's either bloody rethreaded itself or got a bit of a burr happening. Well, I tell you, that's where this kit comes in, the SP Tools Rethreading 42-piece kit. You're probably thinking to yourself going, why would I even bother when I can use a tap and die to do the same thing? Well, in all honesty, you can, but remember these are cutting type tools. They had to cut new threads at the end of the day. A lot of people realise that, but in some ways, you need something to just rethread. Now, you might have had a burr, someone's hit it with a hammer or anything like that. You've got to be very cautious reusing something like this because at the end of the day, it could cut it where you don't want it to. Where the rethreading is going to clean that up. We're going to have a bit of a look on why that is so different. So straight off the bat, like a lot of SP Tools stuff, comes in nice, strong, blade molded cases with the good metal clips on there. So, bam. Wow, here's our big difference here. Obviously, I've actually already used this kit. Bloody behind me, I forgot to do a video. Now, we had a bit of an issue on the header. One of the holes had already been cross-threaded. So, obviously, in this case here, we didn't need to cut a new thread. We just needed to rethread the old one. Now, this is where people get this a bit wrong. This is a rethreading kit. At the end of the day, this is a tap to actually cut new thread. Now, obviously, some people turn around and use it to rethread. That's fine. That's up to them. But for me, I like to have the right tools for the job. That is where this comes in here. And as you can see, those flue there is obviously to get the trash out from when we are rethreading. Now, obviously, this is a good kit. Obviously, we've got our 6 right up to our 12s in our different pitches as well as our imperial sizes all there. Now, again, obviously, a good one about this is it's got the 2 thread files. Now, thread files are very, very handy because sometimes you don't need to go to the extent of doing the full rethreading. At the end of the day, we can turn around and just use a file. Good example is obviously on a 640D comb, some of the bolts underneath, they just get a little bit worn. So instead of putting the rethread on it, you can just use the file. But the good thing about it is that this comes in the kit with the thread files already there, going from 9 up to 32, as well as thread file 11 to 24. So again, it's the same with the dies. Oh, hang on, I can't get that out. I'll get this one out. It's the same with the dies here. Again, these have got nice big flues to go through to cut the material for rethreading. Obviously, when you look at a standard die, it has got the same, but again, it's just a very look different, as you can see. But again, like I said, this is a rethreading toolkit. This is for the ability that have got studs or bolts or holes that are busted out, someone's flogged it out, they've done something wrong, and you need to just rethread that hole or bolt nice and gently. So again, this has got the ability, with obviously our metric, it's got our UNC and our UNF in it as well. So quite a good broad range as well, going from obviously 6 to our M12s, which is really, really good for around the farm. Here is the technical details for anyone that wants to know all the thread sizes, if that is a match to what you want on the workshop there, as well as the part number. Obviously quite important there. Well, there you have it. A bloody good look at the SP Tools Rethreading Kit. A very handy kit to have in the workshop or on the service truck. Again, nice blow molded case. Got the sizes that are most commonly used. And this is where that kit really comes in handy for those damaged threads that you think you can't get that anymore or you're not close by a shop. That's where this type of kit comes in handy to get you going again. Now, if you've got any questions, hit me up and I'll catch you later. Cheers.